this is what the FIFA World Champion is doing and you are not. So guys, we are talking about UMUT, the current FIFA World Champion, and what he is doing very well in FIFA 23. He is also the number 1 ranked in Rivals at the time of recording this video, right? So in this example, you can see he is on the ball with Yaya Toure. I always tell people that FIFA is a game of fundamentals combined with a little bit of meta. Now, if you don't want to agree, that's your problem. But those who want to learn this game, they will agree, right? In this situation, he is playing against Anders in a cup final, right? He's on the ball with Yaya Toure, and we can see Anders is cutting off his pass into Perisic, who is his other CM in the red, right? While second man pressing with Yaya Toure. Now, the good thing with UMUT is that he is not getting tunnel vision. What is tunnel vision? Tunnel vision is basically looking at one player and deciding, okay, I'm going to make that pass, and forgetting there are other players who exist on the pitch, right? However, UMUT is focusing on the guy in the white, Mbappe. And look what Mbappe does, right? Weergang is a very good defender, but still, he leaves open the pass into Mbappe, and UMUT sees that and scores. Now, this looks like a very simple goal, but it's not very simple. Most players will not make this pass into Mbappe. So this is called not being tunnel vision and always focusing on your players. So if you focus on your attacking options, lift up your head and evaluate what's happening on the pitch before making a decision, maybe you will not be able to find accurate passes right off the bat, but in the long run, guys, you will not be so tunnel visioned and your chance creation will improve, right? So FIFA is a game of fundamentals, using a driven pass, looking at the goalkeeper's positioning and then scoring this goal. In this example, you can once again see, right? His opponent is switching constantly, right? What he does over here is simple, right? He baits his opponent out with left stick dribbling. He's just using left stick touches to find the space, exploit the space. I always tell people FIFA is a game of finding the space, exploiting the space, right? He is using left stick dribbling not to necessarily beat the opponent, but to bait him, right? Now, the opponent has brought his Lucy out in the black. Since FIFA is a game of finding the space, exploiting the space, he has space over the red hand side, like you can see. And he can cut the ball back into Yaya Toure and play the ball up top, right? So look what he does. Now that the opponent has been baited, the goal is to always play chess with the opponent, right? Opponent is in two minds now. He does not know what to do, right? So he thinks he will play the pass into R9, and the opponent isn't wrong, but he again plays the ball into Perisic and then into De Bruyne and scores an easy goal. No meta is being abused here. It's only awareness combined with perspective and good use of player runs, left stick dribbling, baiting the opponent into thinking, okay, I'm gonna make this pass, but then not making that pass, and using well-timed passes, okay? UMUT is also using the driven pass very well, so you can take away from this video that the driven pass is very overpowered. Now, this is where the meta comes in. In FIFA 23, I have talked about this earlier on this channel as well, that the first time lob through passes are very overpowered. L1 R1 triangle, first time lob through passes are very overpowered, right? He tells his Perisic to run. He has R9 up front. Once again, he is giving himself options. The goal is to always give yourself options. Once you give yourself options in attack by using L1 runs, the opponent gets confused. What should he mark, right? So this is the goal. If you only have one player forward, of course the opponent knows what to mark. So the goal is to always give your opponent more than one thing to think of. Now, if he just plays a R1 triangle pass first time, he will be through on goal, and this is exactly what happens, and then he ends up with an easy finish. Look, Perisic is running. He knows that, baits the opponent into thinking I'm going to pass into R9. He could have taken this touch downwards, but he does not. He takes the touch towards R9, so the opponent thinks he's going to pass into R9, but in his mind, he knew the Perisic is making run and he will play a first-time lob threaded through pass. He does exactly that and scores the goal. So FIFA is a game of combining fundamentals with meta, right? You will always see with the top players like Dosari, like Nicholas, like UMUT, like Tex, like Weergang, they will always be more in towards fundamentals compared to basic meta abusing, right? Look, in this situation, once again, he has space. Find the space, exploit the space. So what is he gonna do? He's gonna use R1 triangle and play the ball into his player's feet. R1 triangle, threaded through pass. Not the lob threaded through pass, but the ground threaded through pass. Uses it very well. And now most players are shooting it, chipping it or whatever, but this is the composure. Thinking one step ahead, I have another option. Let me make that pass into R9 and score an open net, right? Guys, this is the composure that is required in your gameplay. With Theo into Van Dijk, into this guy, little cute triangle, very overpowered. I always tell people to pass in triangle. It's very overpowered, right? Gets some space, uses the space, and then exploits it. So at the end, FIFA is all about the fundamentals. But what separates you from a pro player is, again, many things. But if we talk about attack, it's mostly perspective, awareness, muscle memory and timing. So many people have negative muscle memories. They have been repeating some same negative patterns for years and years on FIFA, and now they have built negative muscle memories. Now they watch this video and expect it to be fixed in the next 2-3 matches. No, you will be able to fix it by using persistence, right? So if you focus on these things and if you persist for the next month or so, your muscle memory will eventually change after 21 days and you are going to improve, guys. Now click here to learn this overpowered shot cancel on FIFA 23.